the people in Africa, if you want to help the homeless, if you want to cure poverty, the number one thing you can do is get wealthy. Because when you get wealthy, you can then help others. You'll have the means, you'll have the money, you'll have the tools, you'll have the connections. That is another reason you get wealthy. So the whole point here is that as I dissolve my own internal block, which is part of the missing secret, remember, to success, I was more readily, easily able to declare what I wanted for myself. This is true for you. So step 2 is to declare what you want. And if for some reason you have a problem declaring what you want, look at fear. Is there a fear of failure? Is there a fear of success? It's probably one or the other. It could even be both. What I'm asking you to do is to jot down some reasons why that might be alive in your life. We'll be going through some cleaning and clearing techniques to get rid of any of these beliefs. So don't worry about it if for some reason you feel like I can't get rid of the belief, I can't find the fear. Don't fret about it at this point. I'm still going to be teaching you some cleaning and clearing methods to help you with all of this. Right now, as we go through these 5 steps in the attractor factor, I'm just focusing on step 2 and tickling your imagination by encouraging you to ask yourself, what do I want? And let me even put a little fire under you and say, if you dared something worthy, if you really went for your biggest and boldest dreams, what would you want? That's where your passion will start to kindle. That's where I try to come from all the time. When people say, Bill, how have you been so successful? I would say, basically, I have followed my passion. When you consider doing something that's daring something worthy in your life, you will ignite that passion. You'll be coming from this place of inner fire, and you'll pretty much dissolve or melt anything in the way internally for you to go and achieve it. So all this is about is step 2. We went through step 1, which is the negativity, which is the springboard to step 2. Step 2 is, what do you want? Be ruthlessly honest with yourself. Be fearless in answering the question, and consider what would you do if you did something worthy. Okay, as we're getting close to wrapping up this particular session, I want to direct you to your workbook where you'll have some spaces to write down things about what you'd like to be, do, or have. Remember that the desire in you is coming from your inner spirit. So in the space provided in your workbook, honor your inner spirit by writing down what you really want to have, do, or be. When you write it down, write down what would be even better than that. So in other words, you will answer the question, what do you want to have, do, or be? But then the second thing, what would be better than that? And scale upgrade the magnitude of your own goal. Then, write down one goal or intention, something that you would really like to have, do, or be, in your workbook, which is going to be powerful intention. You want to understand what is the most powerful intention you can think of. And after that, you'll be rewriting your goal into the present intent. You can be using the word choose if you so desire in your intent. And then at the very end, you'll be adding that same line, this is something better to request. And this is really important. So for example, if you say that I want my business to increase by $30,000 by the end of the month, you want to use something better. And it's like you really want to write all of that to say something like, my business has increased by 35% or more, and then you would add the line, so what you're doing is calling a statement of intention, and after you've written this down, with clarity and it's good to you, then you write it down what's called the intention card, and you'll carry it on you at all times. So I'll give you one more tip here. When you write your intention down,
Kaya nga. Oh, tingnan mo yung taba, oh.